let's go. You know this one really well. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend its pendant, you have so many, they roll all over the floor. So love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. So let's go dance until the break of day, and if there's a piper we can pay. So love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. So let's go dancing till the break of day, and if there's a piper we can pay. So love is something if you give it away, you end up having more.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. In the front of your hymnal, there's a blessing for the church. This is God's home. May we who come here not only find out about God, but find God. May there be beauty in this place, and especially may it be a place where men and women become aware of the beauty in themselves. May this be a place of worship. May this be a place of instruction. May this be a place of singing. May this be a place of prayer. But for us who worship and take instruction and sing and pray, may this always be a place of inner stillness, where we may listen and hear when God speaks. May whoever ministers here minister in love. May whoever teaches here teach truth. May whoever serves here serve pleasantly. May everyone come into this house in expectation and go with thanksgiving, and may anyone who comes needing help go feeling blessed. May this be such a house that Jesus Christ or any stranger, even one of the least, would feel in it that he was with friends. Amen. Amen. Is there any new people here today? I don't see any new people. I'd like to welcome everyone. Thank the musicians for standing up for us, and let you know who all helped make this happen. Of course, the musician is Sally and Jamie. Our guest speaker is Reverend Jim Dunn. Our board member of the week is Nora. Our usher is Nora and Cindy. Our chaplain today is Marilyn. Don't forget that after the service, Marilyn's going to be over here, and we'll pray with you for good, for negative, just to be blessed. Our youth ed champion is Joyce. Our hospitality host is Mary Ellen and Ann. And our spick and span angels is everybody. Our technology director is the eminent Mark Swink. And platform is me, Ron Savage. Upcoming events. On the July 3rd is the New Moon Circle, and there's a spiritual star talk by Suzanne Auclair. On the 8th will be Musical Sunday with Leo Brody. On the 15th, the musician will be David Duvall. We haven't got a speaker yet. On the 18th, that's a Wednesday, we have the Peninsula Photo Club meeting here. On the 22nd, we have Reverend Joanne Gabriel with Sally and Jamie again. And on the 29th, we have Reverend Karen Hamilton. So, Course of Miracles on Thursdays from 7 to 8. Okay. So, pardon? I know, I was just getting to that. Next, our musicians are going to lead the congregation in the heart song.
Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, O Lord. Take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of our salvation, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me.
Today at Unity of Bremerton, we welcome you in the spirit of love. And we want you to know that no matter where you are in your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. We know that the world is a better place when we are willing to share our hearts. We give you this heart as a symbol of the steadfast spirit that lives within each of us, and we ask that you carry this symbol as a member of the Red Heart Fellowship. Let it be a reminder that the love of God is always with you, and to share your heart wherever you go. The red heart as a symbol of fellowship in the world can spread love one heart at a time. Let's start that movement here. So, we talked about the Unity happenings. Our board member of the week, Nora.
Those tall people. Good morning. Well, it's annual membership renewal time. We have forms out on the table out there by the bulletin board and out on our sign-up sheet. And so please get those filled out and returned to us in the office or using the tray on the counter outside the office. The board met last week, and after a review of Reverend Larry Hansen's references and after reviewing all the feedback forms provided to us after he spoke to us on June 10th, the board decided to send Reverend Larry the offer to fill our open minister position. Reverend Larry acknowledged receipt of the offer and asked for a few weeks to think and pray on it, and he will get back to us soon. As soon as we go through the process, we affirm that we are filled with the spirit of divine love and wisdom. We are guided and directed in our thoughts, words, and actions as we move towards the employment of the right minister for the highest good of this ministry, and so it is. Thank you, God. And we want to remind you that we're live streaming our service, and we ask that you keep conversation down because it is being picked up, especially during the candle lighting and paper burning. And please be sure to take the time now to turn your cell phones off and put them on vibrate. We want to remind everyone that prayer request forms are available in the pockets, in the backs of the seats, and you can put them here in the prayer box and put them in the offertory bags as they're passed around. And the chaplains also are available to pray after the service on Sundays. And the Unity of North Kitsap has a weekly meditation on Thursday, July 5th, drumming circle meditation from 7 to 8 in Fellowship Hall at the Faith Episcopal Church in Paulsville. And all are welcome to join facilitator Walter Mahler for their monthly drumming circle, community drum and drumsticks provided. We will be participating in the 7th annual Midsummer Healing and Intuitive Arts Fair on Saturday, July 14th at the Best Western Plus Silverdale Beach Hotel. We have a sign-up sheet in the fellowship area for those that are available to help with this event. And please stop by the fellowship area to see other sign-up sheets available for the events that we have coming up. We have a variety of activities going on each month. Stay tuned for the events in case as we ease into summer months. And if you want to stay up to date on our activities, be sure to sign up for our weekly e-blast newsletter. And as always, if you have suggestions, questions, or concerns, please talk to a board member. And also, we got an email from Tracy yesterday. Robert fainted at his house and is in the hospital. And I went and visited them yesterday. He's doing better, and his sense of humor is just in there. He said he wanted to go see all the nurses. I told him if he needed beautiful women, call me. I would come and see him. And so he's doing well. They kept him overnight for observation, and so I don't know if he's going to be released today or any results, but you know, they are asking for prayers, and then probably wouldn't mind visitors if you happen to be over at Harrison and East Bremerton. Thank you.
This candle represents the divine light within each of us. If you join me. We are a welcoming community supporting our mutual quest for spiritual truth. In our invocation. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotence. Thank you. Now's the time for us to greet one another and hug carefully, no breaking bones.
No breaking bones.
Hey, you did show up.
How you doing, sir?
Good morning. Can't really hug that I come to break bones.
It's really easy to commit to.
Just take more calories.
How long are you back for?
I don't know what to do with this
Order around.
Jeff, nice to meet you.
My phone number?
I can help
Yeah,
you.
I'm sure you would.
Watch her, she's breaking bones.
And your toes.
Come and get you.
It's gotta be good for everybody. Yeah, right.
I can feel it in my bones and I don't feel it. You like this?
There is affordable housing. Little housing available. Well, yeah.
Everyone's a
It's a low, well, technically we're gonna fix it up to sell.
Give a little love, give a little light, it comes back around and I feel alright. Life is good. Life is good. Give a little love, give a little light, it comes back around and I feel alright. Life is good. Life is good. Give a little love, give a little light, it comes back round and I feel alright. Life is good. Life is good.
New month, day 1, and daily word is new day. My creative power enables me to create a new day whenever I choose. Being female, I like that, you know, we tend to change our mind. A day that starts from a place of peace and order will often stay that way. Likewise, a day that begins in anxiety and fear may continue to expand upon those negative energies unless I change my outlook. I can accept the day I'm given, or I can change my viewpoint. Thank you, God. The concept of time enables us to measure, plan, and relate to each other in important ways. As an expression of infinite spirit, however, I am not bound by human-made limitations. I'm going to read that sentence again because I love that one. Remember who we are. As an expression of infinite spirit, however, I am not bound by human-made limitations. At any time, I can declare a negative day complete and begin again, no matter what clocks or calendars may read. My creative power enables me to create a new day whenever I choose. From Psalms 118, verses 23 and 24. These are beautiful. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. My creative power enables me to create a new day whenever I choose. Thank you, God. God bless us.
This is a song that Rosella introduced to us. For those who weren't here when she was our minister, and I've always loved it. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare us to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, This is a song that I say this every time. Daryl introduced to me in our choir, and if I could, I'd sing this song every time. And of course, I can't think of how it starts. I the Lord of the sea and sky. I the Lord of the sea and the sky. I have heard my people cry. All who dwell in darkness in my hand will see. I will make the stars of the night. I will make their darkness light. I will bring my light to them. Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. It is I, Lord. I have heard you calling in the night. I will move, if you need me. I will hold your people in my heart. I, the Lord of wind and flame, I will lend before and name. I will set a feast for them. My hand will save. Finest bread I will provide, till their hearts be satisfied. I will give my life to them. Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. It is I, Lord. I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you need me. I will hold your people in my heart. I will hold your people in my heart.
And now we have the Reverend Jim Dunn.
Okay, is this about right in terms of sound? Good, thank you. Have you ever said yes to something and then gone, why did I do that? Have you ever done that? I seem to do it all the time. Let it be known that I am really grateful to you all that you would ask me to talk. And I'm grateful that this place is here for us. And I'm also grateful to see as many people as I see here today. In fact, gratitude is the way I walk to God. that statement means something very deep to me, something very profound. And when I lose my way, when I get lost in the world, when I think it's all about me and not all about love, it draws me back. So here I am, and I'm supposed to be talking to you about gratitude. And if you define gratitude, it's a matter of an attitude. That's all it is. Gratitude is an attitude. I love it when things rhyme like that. But there's so much truth in the statement that gratitude truly is an attitude. It means I'm free to choose. I'm also free to choose to be miserable. I mean, let's be honest. So, where that gets me when I think along those lines is the realization that I'm as much in charge of my life as God is. In fact, God speaks through me, whether I know it or not. Now, what about all the negative stuff? Does God speak through me? That? Yes. I mean, basically, in my world, there is no God and something else. There's just God. So everything somehow is of God. Everything. Oh, what about what's going on in the Middle East? Yep. How do you get that? How do you get that? Well, that's God saying that we're free to choose whether we want peace or whether we want war. That's a freedom. You ever think of it that way? We're free to choose between peace and war. It's absolutely a freedom we have. And God has given us freedom that we can hardly comprehend. And what's our job? To choose wisely. That's our job. To choose peace instead of conflict. Sometimes I hear myself saying, yeah, but. You ever do that? Yeah, but. And I stop myself. And I say, I'm sorry, let me hear you out. And then I go back in and I listen, really listen, without any expectation of arguing or defending or correcting a brother. Come on, folks. If we understand that God is but love and so am I, then everything I do is fine, perfect. It's better than fine, it's perfect. Everything that you do, likewise, is fine or perfect. And that means everybody. That's just not Christians or Westerners. Everybody, what they do is perfect. Now, if we consider that as a possibility of an attitude of truth, we let go of thinking, you know, God, I could do this better than you. Why don't you just step aside and sit down and listen? Because sometimes there's a tendency to do that. Let's stop. Let's be still. I think the two most powerful words in the English language are those two words. Be still. Because still has two meanings. Still means quiet. It still means continuously. Doesn't it? Still. I'm still a native of wherever I'm a native from. I'm still this, I'm still that. So still has two meanings. Be still and know that God is with me every moment. And that God is good, and all there is good. Okay, now that third part, we could have a little trouble with that. All there is good. Are you telling me? And then they'll name something. Whatever's going on over there, that's not good. From our perception, it's not good. If there were two gods, a good God and a bad God, that could be possible, but that's not good. But we don't go for this two gods situation. Most of us don't. There's one God, and its name, notice I didn't even genderize it. Its name's good. Let it be. So, I'm sitting here wondering what I'm going to talk about. But I know that it must be that I'm supposed to be here because this happens to be where I am. And that's true for all of us. You're here because that's where you're supposed to be. And if I extend that outward, I begin to see perfection everywhere. Perfection. Which leads me to wonder why I'm so dang judgmental. Are we all just a little bit judgmental or a lot judgmental? I sat in meditation one day early in the morning with the cat in my lap and not even the sunlight out yet, and it occurred to me that if it's always perfect, I needn't ever worry about anything. So I thought about that, and I thought, can I live there? Can I buy that? Can I accept that? And I thought, well, you know, we have the right not to accept reality. Or we have the right to notice reality and say, yep, I guess that must be so. So then the question is, what is good? Because if that's good, I mean, maybe I just don't understand good. I look around the world and I see people loving. And I see people learning to love. And I see people not loving. And then I step back, you know, kind of like take a long view of it. And I see it's all perfect. The loving, the learning to love, the not loving, it's all perfect. And that takes me right back to, so why bother worrying? Why bother? Why bother? Let me step back and let love, which is God. Some people don't like the word God, some people don't like the word love. You know, whatever you call it, let happiness lead the way. Let joy lead the way. Peace, let peace lead the way. But the key is not that part, it's the first part, the part of stepping back. We want to be in front. I want to be in front, mostly. Maybe you do. We want to run the show. And what that is doing is basically saying, God, you're on the wrong page. You're not there. Leave it to me. And when we're in the leave it to me place, the world kind of goes to hell in the handbasket, does it not? It really does. So let's learn to not be in first place. Oh boy. As soon as I say that, I mean, my life was about trying to get to first place, trying to be whatever that would be when we say a winner.
I understand now that each of us is a winner. There is nothing else but winners. Let's face it. When we were in the sperm bank, we got here. They didn't. We're all winners.
So it comes to me that the best I can do is to recognize that we're all winners. That doesn't mean the people in this room, that means all the people in the world, all the people that are not yet born, and all the people that have been born and passed away. And it leads right to the word perfection. Perfection is what is. What's the rest of it? Judgment. Judgment is a good way to lose your peace of mind. Stop it. I don't know, is there anything else I should be saying? I want to thank you all for inviting me. Picky, it's right here. It'll be worth the wait. It's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts
As you are preparing your tithe and love offering today, think about how blessed you are. And as you're writing your check or giving your gift, send out your blessings. I've lit the candles for the burning bowl, and I've lit the candle so that you can bless someone or yourself. The board member, come join me. Oh, okay, all right. Go ahead.
Perfect, Jamie.
No heavy breathing.
We're up, girl.
I give
willingly, joyfully, and lovingly, knowing that God is the constant source of my supply. I give with graciousness and receive with gratitude.
Thank you. Okay, now is our good news time frame.
My birthdays. First birthday.
Oh, July birthdays.
July birthdays. Who has a July birthday?
Diane. One.
I turned 37 on the 15th.
Congrats.
I think I turned 37.
How about all together we sing them happy birthday?
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You're one
more good news. Who we got?
Jim's got some good news.
Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I'd just like to say, my daughter-in-law, Amanda, it's her birthday today, but she's not feeling well, so I would like everybody, if everybody could give her some prayers, some prayer support. Thank you.
Bless Amanda.
Her name is Amanda.
Amanda is whole and well.
Yes.
Express your true self.
Okay, Joe.
My middle sister Chris's heart surgery went well, and she's up and around and doing errands.
Well, as I shared last week, I'm getting ready to move at the end of this month, and so I would like some prayers also that the place that I'm applying for is coming through. It's going to be a bigger place, better place, and room to still have my grandkids over. You know, I mean, everybody knows that how much I want them in there.
I would say that we have a birthday called Independence Day. So I just like to say I went to, if anybody didn't go to the bridge last night, or all day, I was down working on the tug down there. And it was the most incredible air show and fireworks. And we were sitting after the fireworks on top of the tug. I couldn't believe that there could possibly be that many people on out to the end of that dock. I mean, they just kept coming in droves. I swear they had to be hanging over the edge of the end of the dock there. But it was just incredible to see all of the music and the bands that were so good, and the whole thing of seeing so many people enjoying that marina and really celebrating. It was just glorious. And they ended with, on the bridge, I mean, I had never seen this, and they ended on the Manette Bridge with, it looked like Niagara Falls, because they did a total overflow over the bridge, all the way across the whole bridge, fireworks, and it looked like Niagara Falls. I mean, if you've ever been there, I have been. Anyway, it was a wonderful feeling to feel so many people all day long down there on the waterfront and enjoying the waterfront and enjoying Bremerton. It just made me glad to be back here.
Nice.
As you know, our ministry, we have a bag that we have someone take home each week and fill with food for the less fortunate. And I need a volunteer for that. We have a volunteer to
We
fill
are.
the bag?
We're volunteering.
Okay. Crowd. Okay. Do we have any children this week?
Besides me.
Yes? No? No? Okay. Don't forget, we have a chaplain of the day, Marilyn, who will pray with you after the services for whatever you need prayers for. So, time to stand, grasp your neighbor's hand, and sing the peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take
light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.